Welcome back to my channel. I am glad that you're here. I am happy that you have subscribed, and if you haven't, please share and subscribe and like, and we shall be very thankful. Yes, so welcome back. Today I have a friend of mine that I invited, and she's going to talk to you and me about her life, about her experiences. Each one of us has a journey, and along the way we learn a few things. Sometimes the things that we learn help others not to make the same mistakes that we did, or to thrive and go further than we have been. So she's here to share with us. Her name is Winfred Kansiime Kananura. So welcome, Winfred.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so glad. I'm happy that you came.
Thank you so much.
Tell us.
I was thrilled when you.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad.
Yeah.
So I would like you to tell us about your marriage, your relationship.
Yeah.
Yes, we also want to talk about money, but let's start here.
Okay.
Let's go already. Yeah, so tell us how you met your husband and for how long you've been married.
Well, we have been married for 12 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even me, I'm getting there. Soon.
Yes. Yes, you will. Yeah. So I met my husband at work.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys are working together?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we met at work, but we're working in different departments. It's just that we're working in the same organization. So I even know I saw him at work.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, but somehow
you met.
Yeah, we met.
The path can cross somehow.
Yes. So we met in 2011. Yeah. It was actually my first job.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
interesting.
Yeah. So I had just finished campus 2010. So yeah. So we met then, and the rest is history, really.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So you got married like
we got married the year after.
The year after.
Yes,
you were already sure he was the one.
He was. So why wait?
I know.
Yeah. So we got married the following year. So we dated for only 1 year.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you guys are like,
yeah,
we are sure
you are the one.
Hey.
Yes.
So for people always wonder, for you, how did you know that he was the one?
Well, I had signs.
Like he was ticking off some,
and then he was ticking all the boxes. Okay, not all the boxes, but most of the boxes. Yeah. So I thought, yeah, why wait?
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you start your marriage? How was it in the beginning? If you look back.
Okay, so how we started our marriage, first of all, it was not official.
Yeah.
Yeah, we officiated our marriage after. Yeah, but we just started like that anyway.
I wanted to ask about that.
Yeah.
Now that you said you weren't official.
Yes.
We met in fellowship, and for us who are in fellowship, things can be interesting.
I know.
So how was it? Did you feel judged? Did you feel like sometimes you feel like you're out of place? How was the experience?
Yeah, I didn't just feel judged. I was judged.
Oh.
Yeah. So well, words we're going through. Yeah, but
how did you keep your cool and keep coming to fellowship? Because some people actually retreat and don't come back. I actually stopped coming to fellowship. Really? Yeah. But when the fellowship I was in, not this one. I'm not a gender. Oh. Yeah. So the fellowship I was in, I stopped going. Oh dear. Yeah. And I think the only thing that kept me sane then is the fact that I could rely on my husband for everything. Oh, thank God. Yeah. Thank God. Yeah. And how about the people at home? That part home were okay? Yes. I was actually fearing I was fearing my dad. Yeah, but it was really hard. It was really hard gathering the courage to tell him. Yeah, but I did anyway. I did. When you come to the bridge, you have to cross it. I know. You really have to. Yeah, so I did tell him. I first came and told him. I first told my mom, of course. It's always easier to tell him. So I told my mom that it's she was going to tell my dad. And he refused. I hope she didn't refuse. She didn't refuse, but then she also kept buying time, and then we could keep. Did you tell him? Did you tell him? So eventually I had to tell him. How was the reaction? Actually, surprisingly, yeah. He didn't react the way I expected him to react. Yeah, so
I rest.
Wow, I just wanted to speak to someone who is like in that situation, because honestly, life happens.
Yeah, it does happen. It
happens in ways that you didn't expect and you didn't see coming. So for someone who is going through that thing, that season, who is probably is it called eloped? I don't know, cohabiting.
Yeah,
who is cohabiting and life is not lifing.
It is not life,
especially the girls, because I feel like the gents can move on easily and life is normal, but for a girl it's difficult. Something to help them, you know.
Well, the thing is, you have to have a support system. Period. And then also you have to have a future for your relationship. You can't keep cohabiting forever. You can't keep doing that forever. Time will come and you have to make things right. So our goal was to make things right. So we're working towards that. Even when we are there, we're working towards
you knew that it's something you need to make right.
So one thing, when you have a support system, it should be easy. Either your friends or your parents, your family.
Identify those people.
Yes. If you identify those people, then it should be, because then most of my friends actually were judging me.
Oh, wow.
That's
unfortunate. So you had like to rely either on your husband, your parents, and other people that would understand.
It was actually my husband and my parents.
I'm glad that you know you made it, because that can be a difficult time, and some people, my friend, they even get depressed and get out of fellowship and fall back completely. But
I never get to come back. But I really thank God. It was just a phase in life that I quickly got out of.
Amen. So you tell us, I am married myself. And there are things they tell us before you're married. They're like, marriage is good, you enjoy, it is fun. Even when they are counseling you, by the way. There are things they never tell us. You tell me. Are there things are there things that you got married and realized like, oh, nobody told me this? What are they?
Yes, of course, there are so many. Actually, no one warns us about marriage.
Lord.
Yes. And then it becomes worse when things don't turn out the way you expected them to. Especially like when you find out that your partner is actually not a person you thought
he was.
So, well, for me, I didn't go through that part of, no one warned me about marriage. No, I didn't. Because one, my husband was really supportive. But of course, there's something that you get to go through. Like, really? No, I expected roses.
I know.
Thorns.
Like I expected you'd call and tell me you'll be late. But you didn't even call.
Like, you think when you know the love that you have when you're dating, you think that's a love that
you'll have in marriage.
No. First of all, the hustle begins now. You have a family to take care of. The hustle is real, so he barely has that.
Do you feel like usually the wife or in your situation, like you're usually the person to be responsible for everyone else, including your husband?
Well,
not responsible, feed them or what,
I understand.
Let's say if you're planning to go somewhere, you're the one to make sure you're packing everything, and if you have to remember the dates, you have to remember, like you feel like everything. You have to put it.
Very true. That is very. It's very true, because actually where I felt that no one warned me about this was when I had my first child. My God.
Parenting.
Remember when I was pregnant, I was reading all the books.
Preparation.
I was reading what pregnancy book is. I don't remember the title, but I still have the books. Then when I had the baby, I was reading Your Baby from 0 age to 5 years
I read that,
old.
but on my second baby.
They don't help.
They don't help. I have a feeling
reality is different
from those books.
Oh my God.
Either they're written for a certain race or certain I don't know, but
race,
not us. I don't want to say it out loud.
My God, I was actually depressed.
Not you alone. Yes. And did you know that you were depressed, or you just
I didn't know. I think I was just sad.
I know the whole time,
tired, like everything was piling up on me, and
Exactly. That's what I mean. I think that's what I meant when I said responsibility.
Yes.
Like you feel like you have to think of everything.
Yeah. I think you need bits that gets you out of all that is the fact that you have a baby. Because she's a ray of sunshine in all that mess.
If it were, I think that's why we have the courage and the strength to go on.
Yes.
Because like you look at your baby like it's okay, it's worth it.
Yeah. So sometimes she was a crier. So sometimes she would be crying and I'm also crying because I don't know what to do. Like I've done it all. I have fed her, I've changed her diaper. She's still crying.
What is your problem?
Yeah. So I'll just let her cry and also cry.
I know, but you're not alone.
Yes,
you're not alone.
Yeah, because I didn't know what to do. So it was really hard for me to get out of that whole feeling with my first baby.
Wow.
Of course, it didn't get easier with the following babies, but the first one, the second babies, you would expect she'll be crying.
Because you've seen it.
Yeah, because I've seen it. But the first one, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know what to expect. I thought, I read a book. Of course, that was before I was at campus. That I was a better mom before I had kids. I thought all that. I thought all that coming back to be like, I expected to be a better mom. I expected to have a baby who's calm, fed, dressed, and sleeping. It was the reverse. My God.
But all in all, you are a better mom. That's the beauty of it. Yes. And you guys have not seen Winnie's babies. Oh, you guys, they are put together. I don't know if because I have seen the following babies. I didn't see the first one. But these other ones, you girl, your babies are put together.
They are put together when you see them. The one who is putting them together, the one who knows. Is
oh my God. Yeah. I just admire it.
Thank you.
And speaking of being put together,
yes,
you are a businesswoman.
Yes, I am.
I know I'm jumping here and there, but that's life. Life is not straight. It brings everything at once, and that's what we are doing.
Yeah.
So, you started your business when you're married.
Yeah.
First, tell me.
Yeah.
Now that you're already in this circus.
Yeah.
Life is not lifing. Now, how did you think of like I need a business? Because you met your husband at work. What happened to that work? How did you come? To this?
So actually, when I met my husband, my contract expired like 5 months after that.
Wow.
Yeah. So I left that workplace and I started working somewhere else. I started working with Musk. There's some projects in Musk I was working with. And then when I got pregnant, I decided to quit work.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're one of those ones that had the luxury.
Planned well.
Planned well, really.
Yeah. So I quit work. It was hectic work. Not that I'm a planned wife. Yeah, it was hectic work. I was going to the field and which is really hard.
Especially
so after like the first 3 months of my pregnancy, I decided to stay home. Yeah, so that's how I left work. Yeah, and then when I'd had after my first child was like 1, we started a business
with your husband.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he started a business for me. For him,
I know.
He was here at work. Yeah, so I opened a phone shop. We're dealing in phones and accessories. Yeah, I ran it for like a year and a half. Then I got pregnant again with a second child.
Oh,
yeah. So I left. Not leaving really, but I was getting busy with the pregnancy,
the other baby,
the falling sick, the other baby, and all of that. So, like towards the end of the pregnancy, like in the 3rd trimester, I was kind of home and just monitoring the business from home. Like, yeah, but when you're not there, the business was not doing so well. Yeah, so we didn't close it, but it was still running behind.
But not very well.
Not very well. Yeah. So when I had my second child, my husband was like, I don't know. I had always, I love cooking.
You do. You do.
Yes, I love cooking. I love putting stuff together and all of those things. So he was like, I think we should. You love doing this. You love cooking. You love. So don't you think we should open like a restaurant or something? Like, yeah. Remember, I had just given back.
How many months?
Months.
Weeks.
2 weeks.
Wow. When I say she's kept together, you refuse. At 2 weeks, I am not thinking. I am not.
Yeah, so, but actually, my husband was doing a lot of the work. I think he was on leave or something. Yeah, so he was doing a lot of the running of the business, beginning shopping, painting the room, and all of those things. Yeah, so he was doing most of the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we opened Cherry's Cafe.
Where it is now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We've been there forever.
I know.
Yeah, so so we opened. He was doing the running basically. I would just go when the baby's not crying, when
so you like had people
together.
To cook
yes, everything. Everything. We got a whole team. So actually he did a lot of he did most of the
beginning
work.
of
yeah. Well, we first consulted people around.
Yeah. I think it's always important.
Yeah. So we consulted people in business, like, how are you running this? Like that. So they gave us hints. Actually, it's one of the managers of some of the hotels in town that gave us a share.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So we took off like that. It went well. I would come here and there, but I wasn't like the main.
Yeah, the main person.
Yeah. So it was running so well. Then that's when our child got sick, and we had. Okay, we're up and down with her. Maybe going to Kampala, seeing the specialist and all of that. Yeah. So, but when we come back, it was still put. My sister was around.
Oh.
She had just finished school, so she hadn't gotten a job. She's an engineer though. But
but she first cooked.
Yeah. She came and she was running. She was a manager now. She was running the business. Yes. As you are aware, she was really helping. Yeah. So we came back and
took over again.
Yeah.
So how many years now since we started?
8 years.
So one of those businesses that have weathered the storm.
My God.
That is very nice. So do you have a background of business? Does your husband have? How come you've managed to this time?
Well, my mother used to be a businesswoman, but not those businesses. Like, she had a retail shop, then she also ran a restaurant, those small.
You'll be surprised the lessons you learn from such places.
Yeah, and really, but not really so much knowledge from that. Yeah, I think it was just us deciding. You know, when you decide, I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
Yours.
And then you do it.
Yeah.
But still, before we leave that business, Winnie, I know you girls. This girl comes and she's put together. Her hair is designed. Today she didn't design. I don't know why. Today you've not done the other things that you do. Her hair is properly. You can't even see like a thing. Her babies are all together. She's even have flowers and everything. Then you have a business. Then you have a home to run. Then and you have how many babies? For the benefit of.
I've had 5.
You've had 5, yes. But
yes.
So things are okay. Like, she comes and she's organized. Tell us,
yeah.
Do you wake up at 4, at 3, at 5? Give us an idea of your typical day.
I actually don't. I am a sleeper.
I can't believe it.
And wake up at 5 when you have had a baby sleeping through the night. I mean,
interesting. Crying.
Yes, crying through the night. So, well, I don't see myself like
Winnie, we see you. Me, I'm telling you, from people who see, there are people you see, you're like, Bambi, we are together. But the other, no, like, you're like, but even me, if I can be put together like Winnie, I will survive.
Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. It flatters me.
But it's true. And I'm sure I'm not the first one that has told you that.
Well, yeah. Yeah. But it's baby steps.
Baby steps.
Get there. Yeah.
But you guys, like, honestly, and I'm seriously, by the asking. Me, there are times I have my work, because actually running a business is not similar to me who's going to work. Now I'll go to my desk and do my stuff and go. But for you, you have to figure, for example, you're doing a restaurant. You have to shop, make sure things are calm, you have to manage people, you have to, and then you have these babies of yours, and then, like, how do you juggle? How do you balance this thing?
Well, I don't know. I really can't give you a formula. Like, I really don't have. But I try.
I know.
It's a grace.
I know.
I try because I've had the rest of the children on that business. Apart from the first one that I had before the business opened. So I've had all of those. So meanwhile, I carry the baby to work. Yeah. Until they're like 9 months, close to 1 year, where I feel it's okay for someone else to take over. Yeah. So I carry them to work. Man, what am I even telling you?
No, but that's the truth. Because those are things that keep us moving each day. There's someone who told me that you take each day at a time.
Yeah,
and it's true.
You do, yeah.
Because if you want to think of tomorrow, then today you're going to mess up.
True.
There are times when, especially when I have young babies, there are times when depression is not a thing. I think depression is like a long-term thing. But I have those episodes where I'm like,
you have to have them. You have to have them. Like every after, like the first 1 month. I don't know if I should call it depression or something, but I don't know what's happening to me. I don't know what's happening to me. First of all, I'm healing.
Yes.
So on top of healing, there's someone who needs your attention. Then there's someone else who's crying. Then an older baby is still crying for your attention. And then there's a whole family to take care of. There's a business that is calling.
Yes, exactly my point.
My God.
And you're like, no.
It's always a lot, yeah. Like, okay, like I told you, all of them I've had them at that business. So I don't know which one to tell you. But all of them I have had to go with a baby at work. And that's like how many days? That's like a month.
No, okay, just like 1 month, and then you're like, let me go and watch.
I don't even go up to the month. I have to go back to work. No business. Wow. Customers will start complaining and they run
no longer
away.
See
so,
you.
Yeah. So
no.
Yeah, but the beauty of it is that when you have a baby, you're comfortable. Yeah, you don't have to worry. How is the baby doing? You have to run.
You would rather have them than to leave them.
Yeah, so I always have a crib for them to sleep at the restaurant. Yeah, so yeah, but it's always hard. The first month I always had, because first of all, I have a child to take to school. If the father is not around or is unable to take them to school, I have an older child to take to school or take care of. Then I have that baby. Then I have a business. I have to do this and that and that. So honestly, it's a grace. Yeah, it's a grace. So like that, I've been able to go through all of those, but it's a matter of getting prepared, getting planned. Like
plan.
Yeah, you plan, because I know when I get home at night before I sleep, I have to first pack the baby bag for the things to use tomorrow. Yes.
You see, those are hats I'm asking for. Those ones.
So before I sleep, I have to first iron the baby's clothes and then make sure I have enough sheets, I have enough clothes to change, I have enough diapers in the diaper bag. So like everything, before I go. Because in the morning, I'm going to wake up running.
Late.
Yeah. Yes. In case I'm the one to drop the children.
Yeah.
And then also is your home still running?
Yes, that's the question. Is it?
Yeah, is it still running? Like you have, our maids these days. Do you have a stable maid? Do you have someone who will do the work? Will you find the home looking like a tornado has hit, or there's some sanity in the home? Yeah, you make sure the shopping is done. You have everything in place, and then when you don't have a stable maid, when you don't have
someone to help,
a reasonable maid, it's terrible.
Oh.
It's terrible. That when I had my fourth child, my maid left when I gave birth. So it was terrible. I was going through healing without a maid.
Without help.
There was no rest. It was tough. Yeah, but God helps. God takes us through all of these things. So after like a month, I think I got another one who was really helpful.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, because that one stayed until the baby was like 1.5.
Oh, that one was really stable.
Yeah, she was stable.
Well, I wanted to ask, you're telling us you're going back to work after 1 week, after 1 month or even before.
Yeah.
But first tell us, how do you deliver your babies? No, do you push them or they cut? The major surgeries people talk about.
Major.
Really?
Yes.
And you go to work after 1 month?
Yeah.
How is that? Like have you healed? Just tell us, how do you feel
you have
physically?
Notes. You have notes. You're still feeling some pain, and then.
But you have to go.
You have to go. I think that's the only problem with self-employment. You don't have time to sit home.
No one is going to give you leave.
Unlike when you're at work. Exactly. Unlike when you're at work, someone is going to give you leave, maternity leave. But who is going to give me maternity leave?
No one.
No one. So I have to get back to work. Wow. If I still want my business running. Yeah. I'll have to go back.
Wow. But strength of a woman. Indeed. God gives us strength. But I think also the support system is what keeps us moving.
Yeah, my husband is really, really good with the children.
Wow.
Like,
that's very sweet.
Like when he's home,
you don't even know where they are.
I can take my time with whatever I'm doing. Yeah. So he has really been so supportive, like very, very supportive. Like I really can't explain that.
Wow. Yeah. So I wanted to come back to the marriage.
Yeah.
You know, when you have business, even work actually, even work, then you come back home, whatever time you have to come, fix things together, put everything together, create time for your husband.
Yeah.
How is that life? How is it going?
Well, I can't say it's smooth. It's not. But one thing we are intentional about, my husband and I, is creating time for each other. So even when I'm that busy, we're all busy. He's busy with work, I'm busy with business and my children, and we always get time. Maybe like we take a day off and go somewhere with our children. Oh. A lot of times with our children, because that's where we are not giving them enough time. I know that's hassle. Yeah, we are not giving them enough time, so we I get time off, like a family time off, and just rewind. Yeah. So if you know us, we got a lot. Not to eat the money like people say, but try and spend time together.
Okay, I think that's a new one, because most people go out for just the two of them. Regardless of actually having been busy and have not given children time, it's a new touch that you remember even the children need that time.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, we are so intentional with the children. Yeah, we feel when you're given love when you're growing up, you become a better person.
I think so.
Yeah, so our goal is that.
To give that love.
Yeah, so we also get some time where we go out, just us. But when I always have a baby.
No, now you don't have baby.
Yeah, well, now I don't have a baby, but
I think it's a season.
Yes,
it's a crazy season. Yeah, where you just either you're pregnant or you have a baby.
Yeah. So that's me. Like stuff always happening. It's my husband is always joking with me that this one is always giving me every
as if he's not part of that. Of that game.
Yeah, but anyways, I'm out of that now. I have time. I can create time better. Now, and also that children are growing, because our last born now is 7 months. Yeah, so she's now kind of independent. We can leave her home. We can. Yeah, so
that's how you keep that spark and relationship going.
Yeah, that's we try to create time, because if you don't, you will always get busy. Sometimes just decide, no, today I'm not going to work. Let's just go somewhere, spend some time there, and create memories. Yeah.
I'm going to ask you another question. I wanted to ask you, what are the struggles you've had in marriage? But let me first ask this one, just in case you're not going to talk about it. From at least, should I say experience? My neighbor's experience.
Yes.
Women, we kind of like emotional people.
Yeah. Oh, and I am extra.
plus. Yes. And then there's a craving that we have of affection. From our husbands. Yeah. And then one before them. They don't understand affection. What is that?
They do not. They don't even know the definition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, I've felt like sometimes my neighbor.
Yeah.
Struggles with that. Yeah. They're like, but even calling me, even when they call, I don't know how to put it in words. Like even when someone asks me, what do you want? Okay, ask my neighbor, what do you want?
I really don't want a lot.
Like,
I just want you.
Exactly. You want me to do what? Do you understand? Can you explain it to me so that maybe I can advise my neighbor to talk to the husband? How that affection, ketwagala? How can we have it?
That's when you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. I can assure you.
Because
but like I said, everything in marriage is intentional. Because
from both ends.
Yes, from both ends. Because one thing that is real, the fire is going to go down. It's going to go out if you don't keep if you don't keep working on it. The fire is definitely going to go up because there's really a lot that is going on with you. You have children. The children is crying. The child is crying. This one is now me. You don't know what happens in my house. At any given time, there's someone crying. Whether it's a young one, the older one, slightly older.
Like this one keeps this one starts.
Yes, maybe this one has that. Maybe this one. Like there is always someone crying. So tell me, how do you keep the fire going in an environment like that if it's not intentional? There is no way you're going to do it. Yeah, so it's intentional. You plan like.
But who does the planning? Again, asking for my neighbor.
Because it's the woman.
The woman.
Let me tell you. Because if you wait for your
neighbor's husband to plan.
Yes, to plan, it will never happen. Because to them, that is nothing. That is actually wasted of time to them.
Yeah.
Because for him, he'll tell you, but I love you. What else do you want? I love you. And from the bottom of his heart, he does. You.
But for me to function, I need to create that time.
I need those small things.
Wow.
So you have to plan. Today, meanwhile, we are going out.
I know.
Yes. Today is dinner. Is a dinner date.
Now that neighbor advice is coming.
Yes, because if it does not, for them, sentimental things are not their things.
For them, they go with.
For him, in his heart, he loves you, and he's toiling every day to show you that.
Oh dear, I know. And he's going to understand it. How can you even not understand it?
How can you not understand that someone loves you after paying all the bills, trying to make your life better? That's not how our lives function. So
like sometimes there are things you go through, but you can't say out loud. That's one of those things.
Yes. And I am really thankful for the marriage fellowship. Because there is a way. They always try to bring out that thing for us, but nevertheless, but
we are better. But
we are doing better.
Guys, if you don't have a fellowship that you belong to, sorry, Jebaleko, now you find a fellowship.
Find a marriage fellowship that is going to sharpen you.
Because this journey, like you said, it's work, and sometimes you need
a lot of work.
You need some push.
You need co-workers.
Indeed, that's the thing. You need co-workers.
It's really tough.
Wow. So there's something else I wanted to ask you, but I'm glad that you kept saying your husband is supportive, because sometimes support is really relative. Sometimes even someone will think they're supporting you, but who is receiving, you feel like it's not enough.
Now, what is it?
Yes, but I'm glad that at least for you feel it, and it's good. But if you could speak to someone who's I don't know, you may not have experienced it, but you might have an idea, or maybe he wasn't supportive, and then you kept encouraging him. So if someone has a partner and they're not supportive, especially you have babies, you have this work, life is a bit dark. What can we tell them to keep them moving for a day as we wait on our dear spouses? Especially we are speaking to the women, because men, I feel like men, anyway, they say society has not supported them, and sometimes they're emotional and they have things bottled up and no one is talking to them. But for women, I know that our emotions are over and beyond, and sometimes we need someone to talk to us. So how can you help someone who has a partner who's not supportive, but they're going through life? And this marriage has to work, by the way. We have no option. It either has to work or work. So how can we? So how can we speak to someone like that?
Well, I'm not an expert in this area.
Your journey, your step.
But what I can tell you is also pray for your spouse.
True.
Not reporting. There's a woman there's a man who was saying that every time the woman is crying, he's like reporting him to God.
God, this husband of mine.
This husband of mine has done. So basically, she is reporting the husband to God.
Yeah.
But you know, in our weaknesses,
strong.
So a lot of times I have prayed where I feel this one is out of my hands, like there's no way I can handle this. I have brought it to God. I have prayed for my husband. I have prayed for myself to be better. And where I feel I cannot, I have felt, but I have left it. But it all begins with you. Work on yourself.
Yeah.
Work on yourself. And
be a better person.
Be a better person, yeah. Because when you are better, someone will want to associate with you.
I know.
Yeah.
And also come to your level.
Exactly. Yeah, so first work on yourself, and then if you're in that position where you feel, I am doing my part, but he's not doing his, yeah, that's when you should intervene. But you know what? But also the tone at which you get to him, like, I have been trying to do this. Lately, I am working on this and this, but I feel like you're lagging behind. Yeah, you're not on the same level. I would want you to do this for me. I would want you to love me like this. A lot of our husbands, actually, what is killing our marriages is expectations.
Don't say it out loud. Don't shake our teeth.
Hold your drinks. Hold your drinks. Because this time has to share. A lot of times I have expectations. I have expectations that are not met.
Yeah.
Yeah, because me, in my dreams, when I was looking for a husband, I wanted someone to love me like this. But am I being loved like that? You know?
True.
So, a lot of times, communicate your expectations.
Yeah.
And now when you don't communicate, I have no answer for that.
I know.
Yeah. I have no answer
because now how will we know?
Because it all starts with communication. Does he know how you want to be loved?
Yeah.
Does
he know what speaks to you? Because for him, he's loving you.
He's loving you.
But for you, you're not seeing it. So you communicate.
Yeah.
So
of course, a lot of us, communication is key, but it's also hard. And I'm not saying we have a perfect communication. No, we don't know.
It's work in progress.
It's work in progress. So trying here and there. Sometimes you're trying to communicate something, but it's not.
Especially when you communicate it when you're on fire.
Yeah. And it's not totally. And then there are some things you keep sweeping under the rug, and those ones are the game killer. Yeah.
So it's better to deal with something there and then move on.
Yeah, move on.
But I like that the fact that everyone says it's work.
Yeah.
When you work at it, it will grow.
It will grow. Marriage is the most beautiful thing. God wouldn't have ordained marriage, wouldn't have created marriage if it wasn't beautiful.
Yeah.
He gives us beautiful. All beautiful things come from him.
I know.
So honestly, if marriage was not that beautiful,
he wouldn't give it to us.
Yes. But okay, look at when you're happy. You're seeing your children, they're so happy. You and your husband are doing so well. Is there anything that equates to that? There's nothing. So marriage is really very beautiful. It's just that
sometimes
those things
our expectations are sometimes also unrealistic.
Yes,
like you expect heaven and earth from someone, and they really can't.
Yeah. Also, when you feel your efforts are not being appreciated, because I mean, like we said, it's work. Then you're working on it. You're doing that, but it's all coming to nothing. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It really frustrates you, kind of, and you're like, but why am I even working?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I am sure everyone. Okay, not everyone. I'm sure a lot of people.
Of us.
Yeah, have got to some point. You're like, you know what? I'm done working on this marriage. Let whatever happens, happen.
Now say it. Say it again. You're like, you know what? Then done. Let me wait for you, so you do.
And then you get to some point. That decision you took is not taking you anywhere.
I know.
Then you come back to working. Yeah, so it's really work in progress, and you have to work and work. Yeah.
But oh my God, that is me. So many times I'm like,
I think we all.
Someone was saying that we easily feel like for us we are doing the work.
I
know. Him also. He's like, I've done everything.
Exactly.
Hey, I've done everything for this one. What else can I do?
What does he want?
And you're also feeling that how interesting.
So it all goes back to communicating our expectations, because you might be working and then me, I feel you have not done anything for me because I expect you to do actually small things. What you're doing is a lot of work. Me, I want you to do
small things that you're not doing.
Take me out for tea, call me, send me a lovely message during that day.
Yeah.
That's nothing. But for you are doing a lot of work. You're buying me a car.
I know.
Yet what I want is emotion. You know, a lot of times women are emotionally single, if I may say.
No, is it emotionally single? What?
Like your emotions are not
like you're lonely.
They are not married. You're lonely.
Bambe, that's so
a lot of them, because like today I feel like this, but when I tell him take medicine, oh, what's the problem? You're going to be fine.
So true. Emotionally, women are lonely.
Yeah.
Like you feel like it's not meeting you anyway. You're not even like halfway.
You have to process your emotions. You have to go through them. You have to do everything that concerns them alone.
Wow, it is true.
Yeah.
But communication.
Yeah, I think the person who said that communication is the foundation of marriage. That's right.
Yeah, I think that experienced some life.
Yeah, I think it even works for every relationship. When at work, my team, we have to communicate. I tell them, here, you're not doing this right. Here, I appreciate what you're doing. Keep it up. Because that's where you be on the same line. Even your friendship, female friendships. Trust me, if you ever get a relationship where you're not communicating,
it will die.
Then it will not work, because we are human, we will err at some point. So if I do something that is not easy, and then you tell me, and all of a sudden it's over, like because me, I cannot stand your honesty. What's that?
I know, because then our friendship
human.
Will be hypocritical.
Exactly.
I will not have to be true, and you will not be true to me as well.
So I'll keep pretending so that I keep within your standards. So I think communication, even with your children. If there's no that communication line, they'll fear telling you some things. They will keep something to themselves because then they don't know how you're going to react. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
Guys, go study communication skills. That will be very, very helpful.
Yeah.
So as we wind up, you are an angel mom.
Yeah.
And there's a question I've always asked myself.
Yeah.
There are friends I know who have lost babies, especially the babies that I've seen. Actually, I think I'm very emotional when it comes to children. I can't, I work in a clinic, and when the child is sick, I would rather have an old person come in.
I know.
When it's a child, I lose it. I'm like, Lord Jesus, I cannot stand. And there are people that I've seen go through something very, very tragic, and every time I meet them, something in my heart asks me. I even want to ask them, but I fear, because this is something that triggers emotion, and you don't want to take someone through something over and over again every time you meet them. That is very mean. But I wonder in my heart, does it get better? How it begins, and as time goes on, do you feel like, okay, now I can easily talk about it? How is the experience?
Well, I can't say it gets better. I still cry. Yeah. It doesn't, for me, well, because we are different and we heal differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it doesn't get better.
And how many years are they now?
8 years.
8 years. Oh.
It'll be 8 now.
It doesn't get better.
Yeah, so it doesn't get better.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
So,
before,
keep with me for a minute.
Yes.
So how do you go through those days, and how do you how do you take it off your mind, for if I should say, so that you, for example, you have to enjoy these ones that are here.
Yeah.
And you have to be grateful. Those things.
Yeah.
Thank God in every situation.
Yes.
Lord Jesus. Some things are easier said than done.
Yeah.
So how do you go through your life, like daily, with that emotion that is not healing, is not getting better?
Yeah. Well, it's God again. It's God. Yeah, and I have let him do the healing. I've let him do everything. So where I break down, it's okay. I break down.
It is cry. Okay. It's allowed.
And it's a lot of times, by the way.
Yeah.
Like when I'd gone through it, I thought, let me give it time. I'll heal.
I know.
Yeah, I'll get out of it. Unfortunately, it has not been the case. Yeah. One thing that I was really mistaken about is I thought I'd healed, and that was immediately. That's why you're giving yourself. I was in denial. Why you're giving yourself strength? You're trying to be strong inside, and I thought I was healed immediately. Until later, as time went on, there was no healing.
Yeah,
I realized that strength was just
for that moment.
For the moment. Yeah, it was for the moment, and it didn't help. It didn't last. Yeah,
maybe it was God given for that season.
So. For that very moment. Yeah. So every year, every month, I think about him. I cry, but I thank God.
I know.
Yeah. It was that year when I really, really broke down. I don't know why, but I broke down. I cried for like a whole. I was in my bed. I cried for like a whole day. And then I prayed, and then I was so angry at God, and then I was asking him, why me? Why could you, like, how you had the power to stop this? Why would you let it happen to me? But during my healing stage, during my healing process, I read a book by Mary Beth Chapman. I read her book. I read that book. They lost a child. Yeah. So like the healing was not easier. And I usually relate with a lot of people that lose their children because I want to know how are they going through it. Am I over mourning?
I know.
Yeah, like am I over hanging on? Yeah, I want to know how do they let go?
Overcome?
Have they overcome?
So usually what do you find?
Yeah, so no, it's not easy.
It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same. And I want to give myself that benefit of doubt and give myself to mourn.
Grace. Give yourself grace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To mourn.
It is okay.
Yes. The best I want, not the best, to mourn, take all the time
that you need. Yes.
Yeah, to heal. So that very time, like I was telling you, that very time last year when I broke down and I was crying for a whole day and I was in my bed asking God questions and all of those ones. Then the next day I was like, my God. So I went back to where I was crying from and I was apologizing to God. I'm sorry.
I know.
I am sorry. I was harsh on you.
I complain.
Yeah. Sorry. I was listening to someone sometime when they said that God does not like grumpy people.
He likes cheerful ones.
Yes. Like I'm really
sometimes life
sorry.
Is
yeah.
But he's the one that gave us these emotions.
Exactly.
So we shall use them.
Yeah. So that's when I was like, but God, I am really being so selfish. Like, look at my children. Every time I look at my children, they're so beautiful.
They are so pretty.
Yes, like I should find consolation in them. Like, I am really sorry. I was grumpy. I know I still miss my child. I still miss my son. But look at what you have given me.
Wow.
Yeah. So every time I want to complain, I'm like, but God has given me beautiful children. God has given me children that, like, I really can't. They are so amazing. Like, I don't know what to do anymore.
I know.
Except so indeed, it's
a day at a time.
Yeah. So it does not get better.
Question. It doesn't.
And I don't know if it will get better because I keep having hope. I'm going to see me like after years. So,
yeah, I know.
Yeah. So I keep anticipating. Guys, the more you anticipate, the more it's painful. The more you have to wait. The more. So it's not easy.
As we wind up, just one last question. I want you to speak to someone who is newly married or soon getting married. Both male and female, because I mean there are things we expect from our husbands, or we wish they knew. And there are things we've learned along the way. Just a few tips of please. Like, for example, know that you're not marrying an angel. He's a very good human being that has lived his life, and you've also lived your life, and somehow you have to merge. So know that there's going to be work. So a few things.
Well, I don't know. You know, they even can't say when you're going to get married. It doesn't mean that problems will not come. So, one thing I would say is try to find out as much as possible. Find out a lot of stuff from your spouse, so that when you're married, you're not finding out new things,
and you're getting surprised.
You're getting surprised, and you're getting heartbroken. Like, if I did this,
I wouldn't have
married you.
I know.
You know, so try to spend as much time. Be open. Try to spend as much time as you can, so that you know each other well. Yeah, a lot of stuff that keeps secrets. A lot of secrets that keep coming out. I want to destroy you. I want to tear you down. Yeah, because then you'll be thinking, but I married a stranger. I don't know you. Because if I told this, trust me,
I wouldn't.
Yeah, so you understand?
Yeah,
like, so if the more you know,
the better decision.
Yes, the better decision, whether to accept or not to accept. Yeah. So get to know better, and then like work on your communication. Even when you're dating, work on your communication, because it's anything that is going to get out. They say that when you marry for love will eventually fade. Then you're working on other things. You're in this marriage not for love, but that's not true. You can always work on the love also to stay. But in case it doesn't, then you have other things to work on. And you know, when you're working with someone, remember, you have to sleep on the same bed with someone you don't love. You have to raise children with someone you don't love. You know, so it's really, really hard. You have to be. I don't want to use the word compatible, but you have to know how to work together
with that person.
Because that's why you find when a couple has been married for 1 year, all of a sudden everyone is going their own way. Like they no longer have anything in common. They don't spend time together. They don't do anything together. Like there was a difference. They're living in totally two different worlds. So that shouldn't happen. Even if love was normal, what other common grounds do you have? Do you like each other? Do you love stuff about each other? You're like, I love the way Sheila talks to me. I'll cling on to that. I love the way Sheila is a hard worker. I love stuff about you. You know, and I am clinging on to those. Okay,
through the
so maybe those things will bring back the love. Maybe those things will bring back the relationship. So build a relationship. Know each other.
These things of not knowing, and you wait for surprises.
Exactly, when you're married, because you will find that thing you're finding out now, you can't stand. Like, you can't stand. There's no way you're living with someone like that. Then what should you do? I might not be a marriage expert and all that stuff. It's not like my marriage is thriving.
It is, baby. It is.
But I have seen these things work. And they have helped.
They've helped. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with us. If you're in Mbarara and you've not been to Sherry's Cafe, we forgive you. We see you. We pray for you. But if you're in Mbarara and you're visiting, please ask for Natitwe. Around there, you'll find Sherry Cafe, and you'll enjoy her cooking. It is good, and she does cakes as well.
We have evolved. We do juice for events, chai, and catering. Sherry's outdoor catering. Please look out for us. And then we have Sherry's cakes and desserts for all your needs, your cake needs.
I've eaten the cakes. They are good.
So please look out for us. We shall sort you for any event.
I know. Thank you, Winnie, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
It's
really a pleasure.
And for sharing. I know some other people who are not comfortable with internet, and but I believe that our journey is for a reason. Whatever you go through, whatever you have seen and touched, and it's for a reason. God does not intend it for you to just be yours alone, but to touch her life. And I can only hope that we've touched a life, one or two, and God will be blessed surely for the work that is being done. But thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, share, like, comment, hit the notification bell, everything. Please do, and we shall be very, very grateful. So we shall say bye-bye from here, and we shall see you next week.